Woo! Is that a good opening? I don't know, I'm still figuring this shit out. Welcome, good evening, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you brought your shovels, because there's a lot of bullshit to shovel today. I started this channel to turn all this corona time into something useful, but dear friends, the end is in sight. The government has announced that there will be a vaccine next summer. I'm dealing though. At least better than the last time. I mean, long story short, I kind of dissociated and woke up in Singapore playing Russian roulette. Yeah, I had to bribe a couple of Malays to smuggle me back home. Money wasn't an issue though. I obviously wanted roulette. Anyway, speaking of money, who the fuck up with that shit? Let's talk. Now, you guys will know about money because I am exclusively viewed by ballers. And everybody knows that ballers always like and subscribe. You are a baller, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, you're a baller. The bell button and everything. Okay. Play on, play. Money. Shit's fucking tight. Right? It pays for a house, it pays for lamp, it pays for food. And daddy likes his snacks, yo. I'm a fan of the big money. But you know what we do here, bud. We're interested in the beginnings. The oranges of the big money. Because there obviously was a time before money, right? People just traded goats for real estate, just like God intended. Right? And it makes sense, right? It's not a whole lot wrong with that. You know, goats, you can increase them. You can decrease them. I mean, they're not small, but they move around. Plus fur, plus cheese. You don't even need gold or paper. So when and why did we switch over to the cash money? The goat-based economy seems like a pretty good deal, right? Well, you're right, it is flawless, but something got in the way. Hookers. You see, money is the result of the first and oldest occupation. Prostitution comes from even way before we settled down into shitholes and watch the grass grow. And it all began with literally the greatest injustice to befall mankind ever. You see, I've done the research, or more likely, I've looked at the stuff of the people who have done the research, and they found that women are about just as horny as men. I know, it blows your mind. If you're a woman, it probably doesn't. Yet somehow, women still dominate the global sex trade. Now, I mean, I've looked into male prostitution, okay? That's not a big business. Not at all. And it makes sense because the math doesn't work out. There's no demand. This means though that at one point in history, the value between dick and pussy was the same. But at some point, women just took sex off the market, making the value of puss go way up, together with the demand because dudes were now desperate. Now, you make the big bucks. I don't need to spell this out for you. They cornered the market, and they cornered it brilliantly. The value of dick dropped practically overnight, okay? It was called the fucking Great Dick Depression of 20,000 BC. It was a stellar move by womankind, which begs the question, why the fuck didn't men do that? I mean, boys, we could have been swimming in it right now, okay? We would have had the best of both worlds. We got fucked over, okay? It's time for true equality. And I, for one, will start this charge and refuse to have sex with any woman until this great injustice is rectified. Now, women, for their part, ask for empathy and decency, you know, which is a fair exchange for like a lifelong subscription. But others prefer material goods, you know, and who can blame them? But now I hear you saying, Bookie, what the fuck I mean, I like whores as much as the next man, but what does all this have to do with cash? Now, come on, silly. Let me paint you a picture, okay? You're a bushy-tailed 18-year-old woman, and you're out on the market to become a sexual entrepreneur, right? You know, you've done your research, and you know that your goods have about a lifespan of 10 years. After that, the value drops precipitously. Now, I, for my part, love cougars, okay? But the market does not share this opinion, okay? You gotta roll with the times. The market says you get a certain window to monetize. This means that in roughly 10 years, you have to amass enough capital to either retire or reinvest into another part of the market. Okay? You still with me? Now, problem being that in a cashless society, the value of physical goods is vague, right? It changes a lot. And like the storing and keeping of physical goods is a cost in itself. Plus, when you start to grow, right, you're gonna start taking on overhead, man. I'm talking rent, I'm talking insurance, I'm talking security, and by God, I hope we're talking healthcare, because girl, you can't keep tricking out behind that cigarette. Okay? You're better than that. Come on. And these people, they can't be paid in pots and pans, man. This leads to a crisis of success, where the value of your goods really start to decrease and the more you have of them. 2 sacks of grain. Come on, John. You've got to give me an offer I can work with. 3 sacks. It's not about the amount, John. I've already got more than I can store. What am I going to do with it? Put it in the ground? Do I look like a farmer to you, John? Now, Sharon, we agree that this is some prime puss, correct? Oh, yes, Sharon. Then work with me here, Johnny. How about pots? Got a warehouse full of them. Bricks. My cousin fires bricks. Look out the window, John. Are they building a pyramid out there? No. Then who am I going to sell them to, John? Do I look like a wholesaler to you? At this rate, I'm going to need 5 new businesses just to trade away what I make here. Just look at Josh. You think I'm going to pay him in bricks? Look at his hands. They were made to strangle people, John. He's a bouncer. I'm a hoe. Now give me something I can use. Well, there's this. Well, hello there. You see, John just offered a brand new commodity. Shiny metal. Doesn't even matter which, because Sharon knows that every human on the planet likes shiny stuff almost as much as they like to fuck. You think it's just women? They're just less ashamed of it, man. I know you like that gold. Come on, buddy. You don't have to be ashamed. It was a revolutionary idea. Hey there, son. I bet you like sex. Oh, yeah. You can't pay for it, can you, friend? Oh, no. Well, pack up those sorrows, boy, and come and work at Lipgasher's Foundry, where we'll pay you in bona fide silver ingots, which are exchangeable for the finest tang at Sharon's Bordello. Lipgash, the finest bronze in Sumeria. Warning, Acadians need not apply. With the price of silver being backed by sex, it took off like nothing else. Sex being a very stable product, silver soon became used in every facet of society and replaced goats as a staple currency, which angered the hill people so much they burned down all of Samaria. Well, that's another story, though. And there you have it. This is why most stable societies develop currencies. It all comes down to sex. Freud would really dig this channel. I really hope he gives me a shout out. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, boys and girls, this is a satirical bullshit show, and you know, prostitution can be a bit of a tricky issue, especially when it comes to human trafficking. So I'm going to include some links down below, right? And don't come at me with like, oh, book, you can't be talking like that now. It's just a big old... I know. Okay? It's comedy, relax. Also, like and subscribe, yay. Here's some shots of me in the shower. I mean, that's gotta be worth a like, right? Oh man, that's so dumb.